Ever since the beginnings of YouTube, videos of people making movies with plush toys have always been there. Some of these channels were lost to time as things to look back on, and some of them, on the other hand, had turned into multi-million-dollar successes. I think you know where I'm going with this. SML was one of the biggest things on YouTube for a while, until finally turning into a rotting, soulless, and monotone cash cow. But how did it get this way? Why did SML fall from grace? The very first SML video was uploaded November 17th, 2008, titled Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures Episode 1. Now you see, SML started as Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures, and just kinda went on from there, eventually turning into more miniseries until turning into the SML we know now. Now, let's ask the question, did SML have a good start? In my opinion, yes. Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures has such a cozy feeling, you could say. Due to the fact Logan and his friends made the series when they were clearly very young, it makes you just kind of feel happy watching it. Just seeing a bunch of kids outside having fun. The plots are nothing special most of the time, but usually just something random that a kid back then would think of. The special effects and things like that are nothing special here. But for the time and, since the fact they're young kids, that is to be expected. But I do find them very charming, seeing them work with all the stuff that they just had laying around their house. I can easily see why people wouldn't like the series, though. I won't lie, some of the jokes can fall pretty flat at times, and there is a lot of childish humor. Again, they were kids, but with a lot of downsides, there are way more good sides in my opinion. Because of the fact they were very young kids at the time, the plots can be very idiotic, creative, or weird, which did lead to some not very good episodes, but then it also led to a lot of great ones. Like all things, Mario and Luigi's Stupid and Dumb Adventures had its not-so-good parts, but there is a lot of charm to appreciate here with how creative it is. The series did eventually quote-unquote end with a really interesting ending for something like this. I'll explain why I say end sarcastically. This series ends with a time loop, with the entire series just going back to the start, with a lot of the main characters dying, except for Mario, which is the one who goes back with the time warp. The sad fact is on why this happened is because Logan himself at the time was going through a surgery that could have taken his life, so he decided to end the series with a loop, so if he ended up not being able to make any more videos, it would loop. A really interesting idea, right? Yes. It was, that is. You see, Logan's surgery was a success, and he continued making videos, which is awesome! But what isn't awesome is how he continued the series, by retconning the entire ending of Season 2 that I just talked about prior. And a part of me likes to mark this the end of the golden age of SML. But even me saying that doesn't change the fact of what most people say was the true end. The SML video titled Mario the Babysitter. This is the video the menace himself was introduced, Jeffy. Now, I'll give Jeffy more credit than he deserves, but everyone shits on him for, a lot of reasons that are pretty valid, but there are some things I will disagree on people with. Such as the fact everyone says Jeffy is gut-wrenchingly annoying, and it's hard to watch him on screen for more than 5 seconds. For what people give him at least, I think he's tolerable. I will say this, he has his funny moments here and there. And there are, I wouldn't say a lot, but there are a handful of good Jeffy videos out there. But what I will agree with people on is that most Jeffy videos go like so. Ahem. Cue the fancy music. Father, I would like to participate in the mundane task of hitting a hammer on my place of rest. I am deeply sorry, son, but I cannot allow you to do something so mundane and idiotic just to appease yourself. Ha ha ha, Father. Very amusing thinking you can stop me from doing such a task. Or in other words, every Jeffy video is just Jeffy wanting to do something dumb, Mario saying no, he does it anyways, shenanigans ensue, rinse and repeat about 300 million times, and boom, you have 3 Lamborghinis in your parking lot. Most people, such as myself, have realized modern SML has become almost hollow and soulless in a way. No more charm, nor more memorable characters, at least not fondly. All that's left is a cash cow of a channel, something left there to make money. And that's even more evident as of now, with the whole Logan getting a cease and desist from Nintendo, and now they can't even use the Mario characters anymore, just their terrible puppets. Names are gone too. Mario is now Marvin. In my opinion, this is when SML truly fell. This isn't the SML I grew up with anymore. This is the lowest it's ever been for SML. This was the final fall from grace.